Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am filming a review for the book Papergirl by Melinda McCracken. Fun fact about this book is that apparently it was written by Melinda like many years ago. I don't exactly remember how many, and then it was never published, but it was published now to celebrate the 100 years of the events the book is based upon. So it was published with the help of Penelope Jackson, who is like the editor, I guess, so she like adjusted the story for publication. So yay, I didn't know that, and that was cool. I got this book from NetGalley, exchange of an honest review, so here I am reviewing it. Great job, Sandra. I didn't actually know why I chose to request this. I don't even remember. I think I thought the cover looked interesting. It is a middle grade historical fiction. It was released on the 1st of April, so it is already out. So you can go and pick it up if you think it sounds interesting. I am totally cheating to look at the synopsis now because I always like forget to say things when I'm gonna talk about what the book is about, and I feel awful about it. The book follows 10-year-old Cassie, who lives in Winnipeg, and that is in Canada, and I'm probably pronouncing the name of the place wrong, but who cares. It is set in 1919, so it is after First World War. Cassie's in a poor family, but they're not so poor that they don't have food on the table. Her brother is a police officer, and the same is her father, but she has a friend, for example, Mary, whose mother is working like 16 hours a day in a fabric, and she barely gets paid. And a lot of workers has the same problem where they don't get paid enough for their troubles. The prices are going up, people are starving. They start to organize this strike. Basically the whole book, it's about the people whose life sucks, the workers having this strike that lasts for a really long time. Under the strike, Cassie starts working as a paper girl because there is two different papers, the big papers that all the rich people are paying for, where they write about the strikers and how awful they are and that they want revolution and everything. And she sells the papers sold by the strikers where it is written about what they really want. So she is the only paper girl, and I really liked how the title was connected to that. The book builds up to the date called Bloody Saturday. I had not previously learned about this, but I assume it is a historic day that people probably learn about in school. I mean, I'm from Norway, so we learned about Norwegian strikes. The book really reminded me, as I said, about the strikes and stuff that was really common back in the day. And I remember being taught about it in high school, how workers had it after the First World War. I just couldn't stop thinking about this task we got at school where we have to write a paper, and I wrote a short story about a boy who worked at fabric because it was normal with child laborers in some country and stuff. I thought that story was really good. I don't want to read it or look at it ever again. And it just reminded, not that the book reminded me of the story, it was not the same. I remember learning about all how workers had it in that time so well because of that story, and it just reminded all the things I learned in school about workers and how awful they had it because, you know, the rich people just took up their prices and didn't give them enough pay and all that crap. And in general, like, because I remembered that much from school, just not necessarily about this certain event, but just I remembered generally facts about it, I could enjoy the story a lot because it is the type of story that I would enjoy because I loved history in school. So I really enjoyed the parts about just going back to that time because I remember I was so invested in it when I was in high school, so that was really nice. Anyways, that was like personal experiences that I had connected to the book, but I mean the book wasn't bad, it was just a bit awkward. I think the writing was a bit awkward sometimes, maybe because it's a middle grade, maybe because it's not the original author working with the story, or just maybe it's just the writing in general. It didn't gel that well with me because some paragraphs were really weird. This might have of course changed from the ARC to the finished copy. But it's a really quick read. It's like 100 pages long, I believe. According to Goodreads it's 144, but everyone else says 100, so I'm just going with 100. So it's like a book you would read in one sitting, and since it is a middle grade then you would read it even faster. So I read it in one sitting and I quite enjoyed it. Like, I had learned from it, but it wasn't like a mind-blowing story or something like that is the best book I ever read that would be stuck with me for forever. But it's a book that I don't necessarily regret reading, but not necessarily something I would pick up on my own unless I like got it through NetGalley like I did now. So yeah, it's up to you if you think it sounds interesting to you or it's something, a topic you're interested in. I believe that you can enjoy this a lot, but like it's not like you're missing out on something important if you're not interested in it. And like, should I pick it up because it sounds so good? I wouldn't say so, but you know, it's up to you. It was an okay story, but not, as I said, something that I would push on to people. So I gave it like 3 out of 5 stars, and I read it and I reviewed it and I'm fine. And that was, I guess, all I wanted to say in this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review of Papergirl, and you will see me soon in a new video. Goodbye!